We are entering Concordia Cemetery on Lake Avenue in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I'm going to show you how to get to my paternal grandfather, Paul Byus's grave. And I will show you that his grave is connected also to his mother's grave, Dorothy Voles. And I might show you some other people that are not so related to me in this graveyard. Today is April 15th, 2019. Paul Byus has been dead since 1997, and his mother has been dead since 1995. So when you get to your first crossroads, you can either go right or straight or left. So you're gonna go right. You see these mausoleums up here. Now you can not really go that way because that's not part of the cemetery for visitors. And of course there's people out while I'm trying to take a video. But anyway, your mausoleums are to your right, and then you are going to stop as you get close to the end of this last mausoleum thing. You're going to stop, and usually their graves line up, right here. So if you get to the end of this last mausoleum and you line your car up with it, the Byus grave is right here, and I'll get out and show you. There's Paul and Dorothy Byus. Now if we keep going around this bend, right from where we left off, near Paul and Dorothy's grave, we are forced to take a left, and you'll see this big tower with bells on it. And near this tower of bells is a grave who I've never met her, but she is related to somebody that I know. And I don't see it. Oh, yes, I do. So this tower of bells, behind it, let me zoom in, is the grave right there of Sandy Smith. Sandy Smith has a daughter, Kia Smith, and Kia Smith has children with my cousin JJ. Sandy Smith died of breast cancer, and she was a hairdresser, and that's the same as my grandma Sandy, who was also a hairdresser and died of breast cancer. But anyway, that one is behind this big tower of bells. Now if we turn this way, instead of going straight, we're going to turn this way, which is left from the tower. And we are going to kind of just go all the way pretty much. And we are going to stop because now we're kind of back where we're started. And I'm actually not sure who's buried right next to us, but if we stop and get out, so here, that's the front entrance, and to our left is my classmate that died, Refugio Lopez. I'm not sure who that is buried next to him. They don't have a grave marker yet. I don't know if that's somebody he knows or not, but that's Refugio Lopez's. And then we're still at the front. Now, when we came in, we turned that way to go toward Paul and Dorothy's grave. Now we're going to turn this way. There's a Korean War veteran memorial, which I think is really nice. And we are somewhere in this area, I believe. I believe it's this area, is my grandma Dolly's cousins. Let me see. Or no, it's not her cousins, I'm sorry. It's her aunt and her uncle, Bud and Esther. I think it's this area, but I could be wrong. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. His nickname was Bud. His real name was Franklin, as you can see. So Franklin is my Grandma Dolly's uncle on her mom's side. And Esther was his wife. And everybody loved Bud and Esther very much. And that's how you get to all of the graves that I know of in Concordia Cemetery off Lake Avenue in Fort Wayne, Indiana.